VR, VON, VRR, VON, VR9, MDB, hoặc
This is B1CSE testing to make sure that the frequency is clear. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Before we get started, are there any emergency or priority? Please come now. Nothing heard. This is BE1CSE, and my name is Robert, Romeo Oscar Bravo, Echo Romeo Tango. I'll be your net controller for tonight's net. This net meets every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. Atlantic Time in the CQ Maritimes room, room number 60207. And that is open to all amateurs in the Maritime provinces and is scheduled for 1 hour. The net is also live streaming on YouTube. Just look for, in quotes, Bob VE1RMJ, end quote, so that everyone can follow the net and participate in the chat room. Amateurs will be called in by province. When you check in, please give us your call sign using proper phonetics. After all the maritime stations have checked in, stations from outside the area will have a chance to check in. A reminder, due to the delay in the system, please tee up for a second or two before transmitting and keep the push to talk button for a second or two there when you're done. First of all, do we have any announcements for the net? Any club announcements or general announcements? Please come now to VE1CSE. Okey-dokey, nothing heard for announcements. Let's see, we are now looking for short time stations. Any stations that can't remain with the net here, please come now with the call sign phonetically. VE1CSE, stand by for short time stations.
Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie, Portable, Victor Echo 1. VE9CC, Portable 1.
Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie Sierra, Victor Echo 9, George Charlie Sugar. V9, Mike Whiskey Whiskey.
Victor Echo 9, Charlie Uniform Bravo. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Uniform Bravo.
Okey-dokey, so far we have 4 stations for short time. I'll repeat them back and then see if there are any others there. We have Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie, he's portable /VE1, VE9 GCS, VE9 WW, and VE9 CUB. Are there any other short time stations or did I miss anyone? Please come now with the call sign.
Victor Yankee 2, Golf Foxtrot.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor. VE9 PKV.
Okey-dokey, we got a couple more short time stations, BY2TF and VE9 PKV. Alright, let's see with the first one there, VE9 GC, portable /VE1. V1 CSE. Come on in.
The 1 CSE with the Wednesday night Fusion net, the 9 GC Portable 1. Good evening there, Robert, and all on frequency. Gordon here in Antigonish this evening. We've got another business Zoom meeting here coming up in about 5 minutes, so I've got to bail out of here quick. I just wanted to pop in and say good evening to everybody. I hope everybody has a fine week and finishes up all right. Hello there to my almost neighbor Ross, and the other one's coming in there from New Brunswick. Anyway, with that said, we will turn it back to you. Thank you for doing the net. Thank you for calling me in, and looking forward to hearing everybody next Wednesday. And at this point, I don't know where I'm going to be yet. The E1 CSE, the 9 GC Portable 1.
VE9GC Portable / VE1. Good evening to you, Gordon. Doing great there from Antigonish. I know you have to jump away there, so 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great and safe evening there. All right, next up, Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie Sierra, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
Yeah, VE1 CSE, VE9 GCS. Thought I'd come in right after GC just to try to confuse you, Rob. Sorry about that. Name's Ross, Romeo, Oscar, Sierra, Sierra. I'm here in Dieppe. Yeah, hi to Gordon going out the door. I think Mike's come up and on, and I heard VY2 George in there. Say hi to all those guys. Yeah, the kids came over for supper, and we're upstairs playing an Acadian card game called Durasant there, 200. So I told them, give me a 5-minute break. So we'll go back up and see if anybody stole my cards. Thanks, Rob, for calling me, and have a good net. Best of 7-3 to everybody on the net. VE9 GCS here in Dieppe.
VE9 GCS, VE1 CSE, doing great there. Glad to have you on board this evening, Ross. Thank you very much for your check-in there from Dieppe. And we'll say 7-3 for now. Enjoy your card game there. Hi. Catch you later and have a safe evening. Next up, Victor Echo 9 Whiskey, VE1 CSE. Come on in.
Hi there, I think your name's Ron, I think, but if it's not, you can correct me. This is V9 Mike Whiskey here in Moncton. Just want to say hi to everybody on the frequency and on the repeater, and have a good rest of the week and a good weekend coming up. This is V9 Mike Whiskey 73s, everybody.
VE9, Mike Whiskey. Sorry about that. I guess I had your call sign wrong there. You're doing good there, Mike. Glad to have you on board from Moncton, sir, and greatly appreciated for your check-in. Thank you very much. 7-3 for now, and have yourself a great evening there. Next up, VE9, Charlie, Uniform Bravo, VE9 Hub, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
Victor Echo 1 CSE. This is Victor Echo 9 Charlie Uniform Bravo. Good evening, Rob, and good evening to everybody on the net here tonight. Ross ahead of me, and Gordon there, and those folks, and everybody coming up behind me. No real traffic, Rob. Just a check in and say hi and a beam for your bucket, as they say. So with that, I'll give it back to you. Victor Echo 1 CSE. This is Victor Echo 9 Charlie Uniform Bravo. Thanks, Rob, for calling me in and doing the net.
VE9 CUV, VE1 CSE. Good evening to you, Don. Doing great there from Moncton. Glad to have you on board this evening. Sorry that you're short time. Hey, I know a person can get busy there. Glad to have you on board. 7-3 for now, and have yourself a great and safe evening there. All right, next up, of course, hey, no introduction necessary. George from Charlottetown, we know him. VY2GF, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
Well, good evening, Robert, and everybody on the net. I'm on the coming through Charlottetown, actually QTH's New Perth, 35 kilometers east of Charlottetown. And Robert, I was down your way over the weekend, and I was in the Walmart a few times while I was there. Anyway, plan A tomorrow is to try and put together the new Hustler vertical net I have. Anyway, I hope everybody has a good week. I'll certainly look forward to the net next win. Two golf spot.
Victor Yankee 2 Golf Foxtrot, Victor Echo 1, Charlie Sierra Echo. Good evening to you, George. Doing great there from Georgetown, or Charlottetown. Oh, glad to have you on board this evening, sir. Sorry that you're busy there, but hey, you gotta get things done. Thank you very much for checking in, George. Greatly appreciated. You have yourself a great, safe evening. 7-3 for now. Next up, Victor Echo 9, Papa, Kilo Victor. Good evening, Barvin. VE1, CSE, come on in.
VE1 CSE, this is Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor, Praveen speaking from Sackville. I'm coming in on the Amherst repeater, and no traffic, just a quick mark for the book. Thank you very much for doing the net, and 73 to all.
VE9 PKB, VE1 CSE, good evening, Parvin. You're doing good there from Sackville. Glad to have you on board this evening, sir. 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great and safe night there. All right, we're at the end of the list for short time stations, and just in case if there are any others, we'll call short time stations in right now before we start with PEI. So, any leftover short time stations, please come now to VE1 CSE for the Maritime Fusion.
Victor Echo 1, Mike Yankee.
Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray. Victor Echo 1, Tango Whiskey Papa. Victor Echo 1, Kilo Echo Victor.
Alrighty, we got 4 stations short time there, so we'll take them and then we'll head on over to PEI. So, first up, Mike, Victor Echo 1, Mike Yankee, VE1 CSE, good evening.
Good evening, Rob. VE1 Charlie Sierra Echo, VE1 Mike Yankee. I'm just on the way out the door, so we'll just give you a mark on the slate. Everybody have a good week. 7-3, VE1 and Y.
VE1 and Y, VE1 CSE, no problem, Mike. You take it easy, 7-3 for now, and we'll chat to you again sometime soon there. Thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great and safe evening. Next up, over to Curtis, 3 Mile Plains, Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot, Oscar, X-Ray. Good evening, VE1 CSE.
Victor Echo 1, Charlie Sierra Echo, Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray. Here in 3 Mile Plains on the EH repeater. Good evening to you, Robert. Good evening to all our operators on this evening. Yes, I was just going up the door and I thought the net forgot about it being Wednesday, naturally, bingo night here, so that kind of throws me off. Anyways, not much going on. A beautiful day we had today. Right up there to 12 degrees. I think I seen 14 at one time. It was really, really nice. Had sunshine and blue sky. Boy, I don't know. Spring, I guess, might be here. Lots of robins out there, but we've had robins here now for pretty 3 months, so there you go. Anyway, we'll make her short. We got to get down the road, so I figure I better come back and check into the Maritime Fusion out there before we left. With that, we'll get back to you, Robert. You have a great evening, and I'll rest on the net there for sure. So Victor Echo 1. Charlie's here, Echo, with the Maritime Fusion net. Victor Echo 1. Foxtrot Oscar X-ray here in 3 Mile Plains. Back to you, Robert.
V1 FLX, V1 CSE, good evening to you, Curtis. Nice, good signal there. Glad to have you on board this evening. And good luck there venturing outside. Hi. You're doing great there from 3 Mile Plains, 7-3 for now. And have yourself a great and safe evening there. All right, next up, we're going over to Tom in Cole Harbor, Victor Echo 1, Tango, Whiskey Papa, VE1, CSE. Good evening.
Good evening, Robert. I see you're there in New Midas. It's a beautiful day up here now, what's left of it. The sun finally come out this afternoon, and it's about maybe 6 degrees out and getting colder as usual. So thanks for bringing me in. You got VE1 PWP here in Cole Harbor, 7-3.
V1 GWP, V1 CSE. Good evening to you, Tom. Doing great there for Cole Harbor. Glad to have you on board this evening. I know that you're short time, so 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great safe evening there, sir. All right, next up, Victor Echo 1, Kilo Echo Victor, going over to Kevin and Amherst. Good evening.
Yeah, very good evening, Rob. V1 CSE from V1 KEV. Good evening there, and good evening to all on the net. And I heard Brandon there, the Bravo Tango Charlie checked in there as well. If you wanted to pick him up there before leaving Nova Scotia. Yeah, just wanted to give you a quick check in there, being for your pot. And yeah, it was a gorgeous day here as well, and not a bad, half bad evening either. You know, it's we're still sitting at 5 degrees, 6 degrees, I guess. So gorgeous night there for sure. That's it for me. Thanks for checking me in there. 7-3. Have yourself a great evening and a great net. V1 CSE from V1 Kilo Echo Victor.
VE1 KEV, V1 CSE. Good evening, Kevin. Glad to have you on board this evening, and thank you for letting me know Brandon was there, so I'll take him next, and then we'll switch on over to PEI there. Glad to have you on board, 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great and safe evening there. All right, Brandon, over to Durham, Victor Echo 1, Bravo, Tango Charlie, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
Maritime Fusion net, V1 BTC. Well, very good evening there, Robert. Good evening to everybody on frequency. I don't know how I'm getting into the repeater here, making her or not making her or something. Yeah, other than that, things aren't going too bad here. Won't you go there, Rob? And we'll say VE1 BTC. V1 BTC, we're off and clear, 7.
V1 BTC, V1 CSE. Good evening, Brandon. Doing good there from Durham. A little bit of shakiness in the signal there, but that's indicative if you're in motion or just barely hitting the repair. But we got you. Thank you very much for your ticket, sir. 7-3 for now, and have yourself a great and safe evening. All right, let's open up and see if we have PEI stations. Any stations from the VY2 area wishing to check into the Maritime Fusion net, please come now phonetically to VE1 CSE.
Go 1, Bravo, Bravo, Bravo. Sorry to butt in, but I got short time, please.
VE1 BBB, VE1 CSE. Good evening, Ron. Go ahead, sir.
sorry to butt in without waiting my turn there, but I just woke up and come in here and turned the radio on. It's +5 at my location here, and there's a nice sunset coming on. Anyway, have a great night, Robert, and we'll talk to you probably tomorrow morning. 7-3, Victor Echo 1, Charlie Sierra Echo. This is the E1 BBB. Out standby.
B1 BBB, B1 CSE. Good evening, Ron. Doing good there from Amherst. Understand your short guide. No problem, sir. 7-3 for now, and have yourself a great, safe evening. And, yep, we'll you'll hear me tomorrow morning, and hey, you're the next morning. All right, glad to have you on board, Ron. Thank you. All right, back over to PEI. Any VY2 stations wishing to check in this evening, please come now to BE1 CSE. Okay, it looks like we have no stations presently from PEI, so let's move over to New Brunswick, VE9 land. Any stations in New Brunswick wishing to check in this evening to the Maritime Fusion net, please come now, phonetically, to VE1 CSE.
Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo. Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Charlie Alpha Portable. Victor Echo 9, Mike Charlie Alpha Portable.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima. Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima. Angle VE1 TO. Victor Echo 9, Alpha India. VE9 AI.
Victor Echo 9, Zulu Papa, VE9 ZB.
VE9 November Alpha. Victor Echo 9, Whiskey Charlie Lima.
VE9 OSK, VE9 Mike Charlie Alpha Portable. And I know that that's Mike. Hi. VE9 PAL, Victor Echo 1 Tango Uniform. Victor Echo 9 Alpha India, Victor Echo 9 Zulu Papa, and Victor Echo 9 November Alpha. Are there any other stations from New Brunswick wishing to check in at this time? Please come now.
Victor Echo 9, Whiskey Charlie Lima.
Echo 9, Papa India, November, VE9, PIN.
Okie dokie, we also got VE9 WCL and VE9 PIN. Alright, let's take that portable first, if everyone doesn't mind there. Good evening, Mike. I take it you're out and about there in Irishtown. VE9 MCA portable. VE1 CSE, come on in.
Yeah, Victor Echo 1, Charlie Sierra Echo with the Maritime Fusion net. Victor Echo 9, Mike Charlie Alpha Portable. Good evening, Robert. Good evening to Bert and everybody else on net there. Heard Ross and Gordon and Oscar in there and everybody else checking in. Nice to hear everybody. Coming through the Moncton Fusion repeater tonight, and it seems to be working okay. Yeah, I'm out here by Mastermind Toys there to pick up the wife, so I don't have a Fusion radio in the van, so I'm using my portable FT2. So say hi to everybody, and thanks for doing the net there, Robert. Doing a good job there. 7-3, have a good net. VE1 CSE, VE9 MCA portable.
VE9 MCA portable, VE1 CSE, doing good there with the portable. Nice clear signal there. And of course, hey, this is digital. I don't know why I keep saying loud and clear. But anyway, glad to have you on board this evening, Mike. You're doing good there. Have fun picking up the XYL there, and you have yourself a great and safe evening there, 7-3. All right, we're going over to Oscar India up next. Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
V1 CSE, V9 Oscar Sierra Kilo. Good evening, Robert, and everybody on the Fusion Net tonight. Like Mike said, the repeater descent seems to be working good tonight. I don't know what's going on. It's unexpected, I guess I should say there. Nothing much beside that, no traffic. Just want to give you a check-in there from the app. Victor Echo 9 Oscar Sierra Kilo.
Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo, VE1 CSE. Good evening, Oscar. Doing a good job there. Glad to have you on board this evening, sir. Thank you very much for your check-in. And I'll say 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great, safe evening there. All right, we're going back to Irishtown again. And Paul, Victor Echo 9, Papa, Alpha Uniform, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
This is VE9 PAL. How you doing there, VE1 CSE there, Rob? Yeah, it's seems like the monthly repeaters seem to be working. I don't know if they fixed it or not, but she's not cutting out. That's a good thing. Anyway, no traffic here. You guys all have a great week, and I'll say hi to Mike there and Oscar and all them too. You guys all take care. V9 PAL.
V9 PAL, V1 CSE. Good evening, Paul. Doing good there from Irishtown. Glad to have you on board this evening, sir. Thank you very much for your check-in. Greatly appreciate it. 7-3 for now, and have yourself a great, safe evening there. All right, we're going over to Dennis in Fredericton. Victor Echo 1, Tango Uniform, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
VE1 CSE, this is VE1 Tango Uniform. Good evening, Robert. Good evening to all on the net. Well, it's a beautiful day today, sunny all day, and got up very, very warm here in the afternoon, and very little snow left. You just about had it. I think tomorrow, with the sunshine, it'll take it all. And one thing we got done today is we got our snow tires and rims removed, and the summer tires and rims installed. So that's done, and if we get a stormy day, I'll just stay in and won't go anywhere. Back to you, Robert. This is VE1 Tango United.
VE1 TU, VE1 CSE. Good evening, Dennis. Doing great there for Fredericton. Glad to have you on board this evening, sir. Thank you very much for your check-in. Greatly appreciate it. And I'll say 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a good one there. All right, next up we're going to Gary, also with Fredericton. Victor Echo 9, Alpha India, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
VE1 CSE net control, VE9 AI, Gary and Fredericton on the Fredericton repeater. Not much new here, I guess. We had a little trip to Sussex today, and little traffic on the road, it seems. Anyway, it still continues to blow some wind here. Last few days, it never stopped. So one night was really wild. But anyway, there's still some wind out there. Even though it was a warm day, there was a bit of bitterness in it. Anyway, that's about it from here. Just waiting for the rest of the snow to go here. So with that, we'll say good evening to one and all. Hope to catch everybody next week. Back to net control. This is V9 AI.
V9AI, V1CSE. Good evening, Gary. Doing good there from Fredericton. Glad to have you on board this evening, sir. Thank you very much for your check-in. Greatly appreciate it. And I'll say 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great and safe evening there. All right, next up we're over to, boys, I don't know if I can pronounce this right. Perhaps Dan can help me out with it. VE9, Zulu Papa, VE1 CSE, good evening.
VE1 CSE, VE9 Zulu Papa, good evening, Rob, and all in the Maritime Fusion net here. Well, Rob, it is pronounced Russagornish. If you look on my Keywords Ed page, I've got an actual pronunciation written out on it there, but Russagornish. Russagornish. I know somebody else has a bit of a tough time with it, but at least they tried. Anyways, all we're doing here, Rob, is we're just making up some dog bones. Nice insulators out of half-inch PVC pipe. Heat up the ends, pinch them in the vise, drill a hole in the ends, and there you have an insulator, folks. So nice and cheap, easy way to make yourself some insulators. Anywho, that's my little tip for tonight there, Rob. So we'll say 731 and all on frequency. Thank you very much for checking me in, Rob. Everyone have a safe evening and a better tomorrow. VE1, Charlie Sierra Echo, VE9, Zulu Papa.
VE9ZP, my goodness, I should have known that call sign. Good evening, Dan. Let's see, Russagornish. There we go. I think I got you. Glad to have you on board this evening, Dan, and look forward also to checking into the Triple F net there on Friday. And I'll say 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great, safe evening. All right, we're going over to Nelson and Bucktouche next. Victor Echo 9, November Alpha, VE1, CSE. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Robert. Good evening to everyone on the net. I'll say good evening to Wayne that I just heard, and Oscar, and Mike, and quite a few people that, and Paul. Good evening to all, anyway. Well, I guess it was a pretty busy day here today in Bucktouche. I don't know about anywhere else, but it seemed like everybody, everywhere you go, there was a lineup at the gas station. Yeah. So maybe you know why. So anyway, 7-3 to you and all, and hopefully that everybody have a good days coming. Back to you, Robert. VE1 CSE from VE9NA.
VE9NA, VE1 CSE, good evening to you, Nelson. There, you're doing good there for Bucktouche. Glad to have you on board this evening, sir, and thank you very much for your check-in. Greatly appreciate it. 7-3 for now, and we'll catch you around again there. Have a great and safe evening there. Going over to Shediac next, Wayne, Victor Echo 9, Whiskey Charlie Lima, VE1 CSE. Come on in.
VE1 CSE, VE9 Whiskey Charlie Lima. Hello everybody on the net. I'm Wayne and I'm in Shediac. Normally I'm on the Pointe-du-Chien Wharf, but that's not where I am now. But I've been there, just got back from there. It was a beautiful day today. The sun was out this afternoon. Boy, oh boy, that felt good. Other than that, well, I got no traffic, so I'll just say 7-3 to everybody and have a nice rest of the week. Victor Echo 9, Whiskey Charlie Lima.
V9WCL, V1 CSE. Good evening, Wayne. Doing good there for Shediac. I'm surprised you're not at the wharf. Hi. Glad to have you on board this evening, sir. 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great, safe evening there. All right, next up we have Bert in Edmonton, our last on the list here. Victor Echo 9, Papa India November, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
Well, good evening, everyone. Tonight, just missed the beginning there. I was on the phone with my father there, and I'm just finding weird that nobody talks about the Smart Symposium on any of VHF or Fusion nets there in the Maritime. So I don't know if it's going to come or not. Has it been canceled or not? Anyway. You've got Vern in there too there that I saw the call sign pass on the screen, and I'm not sure, I don't think you had called Vern in there. VEA, besides that, well, work this morning, it was very, very cold again, -12, but it's the wind. The wind is just a killer, and it melted, I don't know how many feet we lost in the last few days, but we lost quite a bit there. I guess the wind does the job with the sun. Have a pleasant evening, everyone, and good rest of the week.
V9PIN, V1 CSE, good evening, Bert. Doing good from Evanston. And thank you very much for letting me know that Vern's there. I'll call him right in, and then we'll start with the second round. Well, glad to have you on board. 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great safe evening. All right, next up, Vern from Tracadie. Victor Echo 9 Echo Alpha, VE1 CSE, good evening. Oh, try Vern again. VE9EA, VE1 CSE for the Maritime Fusion Net. Good evening.
Yeah, VE1 Charlie Sierra Echo, Maritime Fusion Net to control for Wednesday night. Good evening, Rob, and good evening to all fine, outstanding, upstanding hams on frequency. Thanks a million, Bert, for picking me up there on the screen and going from there. We had a rough time with this handheld tonight. I haven't had it on all day, and when I do that and pick it up for 7 o'clock net for the first time of the day, it gives me a rough time. It was going into a weird message coming on the screen, so we finally got that ironed out. We tried to check in with you there, Rob, and the bloody thing I had it on low power, which it says to use on digital, use low power. And I boosted it up to high power to get in and talk to you now. So, what the heck? Low power, high power, or whatever. I guess it's just touchy with a handheld. We're on an FT5 handheld there, so we use all the time. Anyhow, Rob, nice net you got going. And a big hello goes out to all fine. I don't think I said it. Big hello goes out to all fine, outstanding, upstanding hams on frequencies there. We'll wish everybody good evening, a great wake-up call tomorrow. 7-3 to all, 88 to ladies, a special good evening to Scanner and shortwave listeners. We'll turn it back to you. VE1 Charlie Sierra Echo, VE9 Victor Echo Alpha. We're in the big area of Tracadie, Charlotte. 7-3 everybody, 7-3 Rob. Thanks for doing the net and calling us in and putting this up with me for another week. Bye-bye.
Hey, it wouldn't be a net without you there. Glad to have you on board, Vern. VE9 VEA, VE1 CSE. Doing good there for Tracadie. And, yeah, actually, I was just thinking, with Bert's question there about Smart 22, I know that it was filled up, but I didn't hear much. Maybe some of the crew there, when they check in from Nova Scotia here, they're going to let us know what's going on there. Hi. Alrighty, well, We're going around to Nova Scotia, any Nova Scotia stations wishing to check in this evening to the Maritime Fusion Net. Please come phonetically to VE1 CSE.
Victor Echo 1, Golf Uniform Yankee.
Victor Echo 1, Delta, Alpha, Delta.
Bravo X-ray. Bravo India Lima Portable.
Victor Echo 1, Julian Whiskey V1, JW. Victor Echo 1, Echo Charlie Charlie Mobile.
Alrighty, well, there was a few walk-ons there, but I'll tell you who I got so far, and you guys can come back again there. Let's see, so far I have VE1 GUI, VE1 DAD, VE1 ZX, or was it S? Don't quite know yet. VE1 JW, and VE1 ECC Mobile. The other stations, try again there, one at a time, phonetically, standing by for your call sign.
Victor Echo 1, Alpha Bravo X-ray. VE1, Zulu Bravo.
Okay, that last station would say portable. If you could come one more time, then I'll repeat back the list here. Come on in.
Victor Alpha 1, Bravo India Lima Portable.
Alrighty, we got there at that time. Alright, repeating back the list. Everyone is beginning with VE1, and except for our last guy here. Let's see. So we have Golf Uniform Yankee, Delta Alpha Delta, Zulu Bravo, Juliet Whiskey, Echo Charlie Charlie Mobile, Alpha Bravo X-ray, and Victor Alpha 1. Bravo India Lima Portable. Did I miss anyone or any other stations from Nova Scotia? Please come slowly and phonetically. Standing by.
Victor Echo 1, Mike Papa.
Alrighty, and we have Victor Echo 1, Mike Papa. Alright, let's go with our mobile first there. Good evening, Craig. How's things in Shuby there? VE1 ECC Mobile, VE1 CSE.
VE1 CSE, VE1 ECC. Good evening, Robert. Thanks for calling me in. Good evening to everybody on the net. Just making a late trip home from work today. Got tied up doing a little bit of marking, trying to get caught up before the semester ends. And anyway, turned the radio on, and there everybody was. So I thought I would just chime in and give you another name for your list. Hope everybody has a great evening. VE1 ECC saying 73 tall.
VE1 ECC Mobile, VE1 CSE. Good evening, Craig. Doing good there from your mobile. Glad to have you on board this evening, and thank you very much for checking in, sir. Greatly appreciate it. 7-3 for now, and take her easy there. Alright, we'll go with the portable next. Victor Alpha 1, Bravo India Lima, Bill Wilmot. How's things in your neck of the woods? Come on in.
VE1 CSE, VA1 BIL Portable. Good evening, Rob, and everybody on the net tonight. Great evening here. I'm just sitting out in my backyard enjoying the evening here. It's a beautiful day here in the valley here, and I'm coming in through the Greenwood repeater today. Anyway, I don't have any more traffic than that. Hope everybody has a great week. And 7-3 to everybody, VA1 BIL Portable clear.
VA1, Bravo India Lima. Good evening, Bill. Doing good there from your location with your portable. Glad to have you on board this evening. 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a good one there. All right, now we're going up to the top of the list here. Victor Echo 1, Golf Uniform Yankee. Good evening, Joe. How's things in Clam Point?
V1 CSE, VE1 GUI, Golf Uniform Yankee. Good evening there, Rob. Rob, whatever who you want to call. Good evening to you, and good evening to everybody here on the Fusion net here tonight. Yeah, there's all kinds of nets going on. The White Cane net, the Maritime net, the Fusion net, and another net coming up, 8 o'clock, the Fundy Amateur Radio net, and another one, another Maritime net comes on at 9, I think. So it's a net, the night full of nets. Very good there, Bob. Robert, thanks for calling me in, and you enjoy the rest of the evening. V1 GUI going clear.
V1 GUI, V1 CSE, good evening to you, sir. Doing good there from Clam Point. Glad to have you on board, and thank you very much for your check-in. It's greatly appreciated. 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a good evening there. All right, we're going over to Darrow next in Lower West Pubnico. Victor Echo 1, Delta, Alpha Delta, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
Good evening, Rob, and everybody on frequency. Beautiful evening here, +2. Thanks for taking me in. No traffic, just a check-in, 73s.
VE1 DAD, VE1 CSE, doing good there from Lower West Pubnico. Glad to have you on board, Bill. Thank you very much for your check-in, sir. And I'll say 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great and safe one there. All right, next up, going over to Mike in Oxford. Victor Echo 1, Zulu Bravo, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
VE1 CSE, VE1 Zulu Bravo. Good evening, Robert. Good evening, everybody on frequency. Nothing to report from Oxford. The snow's disappearing, and like every place else, the ground was completely white this morning, but it's more brown than white here now, so that's good. Thanks for doing that. VE1 Zulu Bravo.
VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 CSE. Good evening, Mike. Doing good there from Oxford. Glad to have you on board this evening. And 7-3 for now, sir. Have yourself a good one there. And quite sure we'll chat again. Okay. All right, next up we're going to Eric in North Kingston. Victor Echo 1, Juliet Whiskey, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
Good evening, Robert, and everybody. That got a good net going so far. Too much to report, I guess, like everybody else. Was kind of not impressed to wake up to all that white stuff this morning, but as everybody says, it's pretty well gone. A few little tiny spots around, but I'm sure it'll be gone by morning, or if not, it'll disappear tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be warmer tomorrow, so I'm sure it'll all disappear. So that'll be good. It's starting to feel like spring, so we don't want it to go back to feeling like winter. Other than that, I guess I don't think I have anything too startling to add tonight. We'll be listening with interest. V1 JW.
V1JW, V1 CSE. Good evening, Eric. Doing great from North Kingston. Glad to have you on board this evening, sir. Thank you very much for your check-in. It's greatly appreciated. 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great and safe one there. All right, next up we're going to Gary in Lower Woods Harbor. Victor Echo 1, Alpha, Bravo, X-Ray, VE1, CSE, good evening.
VE1 CSD. Good evening, Rob. 7-3's all. Not a whole lot going on today, Rob. Just watching the sunset off the western window here. Other than that, I got no traffic, and we'll shoot her back to you. VE1 CSE, VE1 ABX.
V1 ABX, V1 CSE, good evening, Gary. Doing good there from Lower Woods Harbor. Glad to have you on board this evening. Thank you very much for your check-in. It's greatly appreciated. 7-3 for now, and have yourself a great and safe evening there. All right, we're going over to Michelle in Dartmouth. VE1 MMP, VE1 CSE. How's things going there?
V1 CSC, this is V1 MMP. Good evening, Rob. Good evening to everybody on the net. Nothing to share really with the net, but I do have a question for you, Rob. I'm operating from a handheld radio from my house, and am I supposed to identify, I'm new ham, so I'm still learning these. Am I supposed to identify myself as portable, or does it matter? Since I'm in the house anyhow, I'm not walking in a trail or anything like that. Anyhow, that's all I have. V1 MMP, clear.
V1 MMP, V1 CSE. Good evening, Michelle. Doing great there from Dartmouth on your portable. I guess you really don't have to. That's a good thing about digital. Either you hit the repeater or you don't. But you're doing good this evening. And hopefully that answers your question there for you. If you're out and about, I would say portable. All right, 7-3 for now. You have yourself a great and safe evening there. All right, we're at the end of the second round for Nova Scotia. Let's go over to PEI. Oh yes, come on PEI stations, I know you're listening. VE1 CSE for the Maritime Fusion net, standing by for your call signs. Come on in, PEI stations. Well, nothing heard from PEI. That's odd because we usually get a few there. All right, well, we're going over to Brunswick for its round 2, and the station's from New Brunswick, wishing to check in to the Maritime Fusion net. Please come phonetically with your call sign, the VE1 CSE, standing by for New Brunswick stations.
Victor Echo 9, Charlie Golf Lima. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Golf Lima.
Victor Echo 1, November Alpha Tango. Victor Echo 1, November Alpha Tango.
Victor Echo 9, Delta Echo November, VE9DEN.
Okay, so far I have 3 stations. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Golf Lima. Victor Echo 1, November Alpha Tango. And Victor Echo 9, Delta Echo November. Did I miss anyone or anyone else for the second round? New Brunswick stations, please come now.
Victor Echo 9, Golf Uniform Sierra.
Victor Echo 3, Alpha Charlie, quick time.
Alrighty, we have VE9GUS, and we have a quick short time station there. We'll take him first. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Victor Echo 3, Alpha Charlie, VE1, CSE. Come on in.
VE1, CSE, Victor Echo 3, Alpha Charlie. Frank here in Sudbury, Ontario, the big nickel, the nickel capital of the world. I think we still are that. But anyways, nice to hear everyone, and there's quite a few call signs that I recognize, and it's nice to hear everyone in there. We're having some nasty weather right now, freezing rain and slush and the whole bit, so winter is still here a little bit, but tomorrow we're supposed to hit a high of +8, so looking forward to that. So anyways, yeah, thanks for taking my check-in right away. I have a couple of Zoom meetings and what have you coming up at 7 o'clock, and have a net at another net, local net here at 7:30. So pretty busy on the nets tonight and Zoom. So with that, thanks for taking me in and allowing me to add a bean to the pot. So with that, 73s, Victor Echo 3, Alpha Charlie, waving a hand.
Victor Echo 3, Alpha Charlie, VE1, CSE. Good evening, sir. Doing good there. Glad to have you on board this evening. Good luck with the rest of your evening. And 7-3 for now. Greatly appreciated there for your check-in. All right, let's see. We're going up to the top of the list. Garmin and St. Andre. Victor Echo 9, CGL, VE1, CSE. Good evening.
Good evening, Robert and everybody else on the Maritime Fusion Net. I've got nothing to report, just a nice temperature outside, still +2 here in St. Andre. So have a nice rest of the evening, everybody, and stay safe. Have a nice, thanks for making the net, Robert, and have a nice evening. From VE9 Charlie Golf Lima.
VE9CGL, VE1 CSE, doing great there, Garmin from St. Andre. Thank you very much for your check-in, sir. Greatly appreciate it. And I'll say 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great and safe evening there. All right, we're going over to Natalie in Edmonton next. Victor Echo 1, November Alpha Tango, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
Hi everyone, nothing to report, just to say hi and have a nice evening. Victor Echo 1, November Alpha Tango, Natalie in Edmonton.
VE1 NAT, VE1 CSE. Good evening, Natalie. Doing great there from Edmonton. Glad to have you on board this evening. Thank you very much for your check-in. Greatly appreciate it. 7-3 for now, and have yourself a good evening there. All right, next up, we're going to Denny in Dalhousie. Victor Echo 9, Delta Echo November, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
Oh, good evening, Robert. Robert, I believe, eh? Rob? VE1 CSE, V9 DEN here in Denny in Dalhousie with a beautiful sunset, sundown there. Unbelievable. Beautiful day, and I hope we get some more in this. So that way there, all the snow is going away. Really happy about it, that's for sure. VE1 CSE, VE9 DEN, Denny here in Dalhousie, over.
VE9DEN, VE1 CSE, doing great there, Denny, from Dalhousie. Glad to have you on board this evening. Thank you very much for your check-in. Greatly appreciate it. 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great and safe one there. All right, last up on the list, Victor Echo 9, Golf Uniform Sierra. This is VE1 CSE for the Maritime Fusion Wake Up Net. Looks like we don't have your info here. So if you could give your handle and your location, greatly appreciate it. VE9GUS, VE1CSE, standing by. Oh, we're trying again. VE9, Golf Uniform Sierra, VE1CSE. Good evening.
VE1CSE, Rob, VE9 Golf Uniform Sierra here in Moncton. The handle is Gus, the same as my call. And I have no traffic. Just moved into an apartment building, so I just got myself set up here now. I haven't got any HF, of course, but we did get the VHF and UHF side of the house working. Thank heavens for that. Anyway, sir, no traffic. Good to hear you in there. Looks like you're having a good net. Take care, one and all, 7-3s, everybody, and VE9GUS will be good.
Oh, VE9GUS, VE1CSE. Boys, I should remember that. Good evening, Gus. You're doing good there for Moncton. Glad to have you on board this evening. Thank you very much for your check-in. It's greatly appreciated. And 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great and safe evening. All right. Well, we're at the bottom of the list. Round two's done. So, let's see. What's next? Okay, we're calling for any stations outside of the Maritimes at the moment. Any stations outside wishing to check in to the Maritime Fusion net, please come phonetically to the VE1CSE.
November 1 Charlie, Delta, November. 3Q.
Alrighty, we have two stations. I got the first one, no problem. Number 1 Canadian there, November 1 CDN. The other station, which ended with BQ, if you could key up just for a second and then give us your call sign. Sorry for the delay. Come on in.
Remember Whiskey and with the perfect.
Okay, still real low. I'll get you to try one more time. My apologies for not getting you. Come back one more time. VE1CSE standing by. Okay, we'll try for them in a little bit here. November 1, CDN. Good evening, sir. How's things in Florida? VE1CSE.
VE1CSE in the net, N1 CDN. The other station is November Whiskey 3 Quebec. I don't know this person. I just that's his call sign. But yeah, November Whiskey 3 Quebec. Good evening, all on net. This is N1CDN, operating on solar from the Sunshine State. It's probably about an hour away from sunset still, about 26 degrees, clear skies, and not a whole lot to report. My mobile unit is in the shop getting body work done to it after an accident. Some guy's lane ended, and he didn't, so he cut right over into me, and well, if I'm being perfectly honest, I did the pit maneuver on him and turned him sideways, which feels pretty good. But they put me into a BMW as a loaner, and I absolutely hate it. It's not half the car my Volkswagen is. So it cured me of ever wanting one. But that's it from down here. Work progresses. My wife is booking cruises like crazy because she's out of control. And maybe we'll be working remotely from some islands here in the not-too-distant future.
Back to net control, this is N1 CDM.
November 1, Charlie Delta November, V1 CSE. Good evening, Steve. Doing good there from Florida. Well, sorry to hear about the accident there. Hope everything turns out there and everything gets fixed. Your ex-YL's going nuts, is she, with the cruise bookings? Well, glad to have you on board, Steve. I thank you very much for your check-in, sir. Greatly appreciate it. And thank you very much for letting me know the other station there. And I'll give them a try right now. Again, 7-3, Steve. You take it easy, and you and yours have yourself a good one. All right. November Whiskey 3, Quebec. This is VE1 CSE for the Maritime Fusion Net. Come on in.
November Whiskey 3, Quebec. Name is Stan. I'm experimenting with a hotspot. I have a radio. I'm not sure if I have the power up high enough. To all you friends with the VEs, that's to you, NW3Q.
NW3Q, V1 CSE. Good evening, Ted. Glad to have you on board this evening. And we thank you very much for checking in there. You're just kind of wavering in and out. So you're close. We're able to pick up your audio now. So glad to have you on board. And I thank you very much for checking into the net this evening. If I could get your location, that'd be greatly appreciated. Come on back. Well, okay. We're at the end of the list. So let's put out a call for, well, I guess it's a final call now. Last call for anyone on the frequency which wishes to check into the Maritime Fusion Net. Please come there with the call sign to be E1 CSE.
Victor Echo 1, Mike, Uniform India, Matt, U1 MUI.
Papa.
Okay, so far I have BE1 MUI, Matt, and I heard the station name with Foxtrot Papa. If you want to try again, that'd be greatly appreciated. Come on in.
Victor Alpha 6 Foxtrot Papa. Victor Alpha 6 Foxtrot Papa. Copy, over.
We've got you there. Victor Alpha 6 Foxtrot Papa. Perfect. All right, did I miss anyone or any other stations wishing to check in? Here's your last chance. Come on in to the Maritime Fusion Net. Standing by for your call sign, B1 CSE.
Victor Echo 1, Bravo, Oscar, Foxtrot, Mobile.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet, Bravo, Lima, VE1JBL.
Alrighty, so far we have VE1 MUI, we have Victor Alpha 6, Foxtrot Papa, Victor Echo 1, Bravo Oscar Foxtrot Mobile, and Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima. Let's just make sure any other stations, this is your last chance. Please come check in to the Maritime Fusion Net, VE1 CSE, standing by for your call sign.
Victor Echo 3, Zulu Victor X-Ray.
And I also have VE3 Zulu Victor X-ray. All right. Thank you. All right. Let's, well, we better take that mobile first. Chris, he's in, boys, I keep saying Greenwood, but I know he's somewhere else there. VE1 VOF mobile, VE1 CSE. Good evening, Chris. Good morning.
VE1 CSE, VE1 VOF. Thanks for calling me in. We're just headed out and heard you on the Fusion there. Forgot about it. We were loading up stuff to take my son to, because he's going aboard, and tomorrow he's graduating basic and then going boarding the next day on a plane on Friday. So we're loading up stuff and taking it to him. Other than that, not much going on here. Gonna start driving towards your way, really. So hope everyone has a good night and a good rest of the week. It's getting that way and almost to the weekend. So hope everyone has a good weekend too. VE1 CSE, VE1 VOF.
VE1 VOF mobile, VE1 CSE. Good evening, Chris. You're doing good there from your area. Glad to have you on board, and congratulations to your son there. And boys, he's quite lucky to get assigned real fast there. So he's on the fast track. He may know more than you by the end. Hi. Anyway, glad to have you on board, Chris. Thank you very much for your check-in, sir. 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great evening. All right, we're going over to Matt, and if he could give us his location, that'd be good. Victor Echo 1, Mike, Uniform India, VE1, CSE. Good evening.
V1 CSE and the Maritime Fusion Net, V1 MUI. Good evening there, Rob. You and everybody on the net tonight. You got Matt here in Lower West Pumlico, and glad to be able to check in here. I was busy outside, getting the truck ready to go out tomorrow. Cleaned out the inside of the trailer and kicked all the tires, checked the oil, got everything ready to go. So off to Boston tomorrow. And just had a quick supper here, and I ran in the shack here and got you at the last call. So 7-3 to everybody. Everybody have a good week. VE1 CSE and the net, VE1 MUI.
VE1 MUI, VE1 CSE. Good evening, Matt. Doing great there from Lower West Pumlico. Glad to have you on board this evening. Thank you very much for your check-in. It's greatly appreciated. And 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great and safe one there. All right, we are going over to, I believe it's Alberta, Victor Alpha 6, Foxtrot Papa, VE1 CSE. Good evening.
VE1 CSE for the Maritime Fusion Net from Victor Alpha 6 Foxtrot Papa. Good evening to you, Rob. We're going to keep it short just in case the audio is not making the trip. Normally I don't have a problem getting into the Maritime Fusion Net, but seems to be difficulties this evening for some reason. Other than that, no other traffic. Just tip of the hat and say hi to everyone back home in the Maritime Provinces. 7-3 all around. VE1 CSE from VA6 FP.
Victor Alpha 6, Foxtrot Papa, the 1 CSE. Yep, you made the trip. No problem there. We have you on the log, and I thank you very much for checking in there from Alberta. 7-3 for now, and you have yourself a great and safe evening there. All right, next over, we're going to Jim in Oxford, fellow net controller. Good evening, Jim. VE1 JBL, VE1 CSE.
Yeah, very good evening, Robert, and all on frequency. You had a good net there tonight there, so very good, and the job well done there for sure. Not much to report from here, and it was a half-decent day, especially this afternoon when the sun came out there. and most of the snow has evaporated here, but there's still a little bit around. Nothing much else to report, Robert, and yeah, your node is doing great, a lot better than when you were trying to get in the repeater before, so the node is working perfectly. Anyways, thanks for calling me in. Thanks for doing the net. 7-3 for now. This is Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima, Jim in Tignish Bridge, Nova Scotia, 7-3.
V1JBL, V1CSE. Good evening, Jim. Doing great there from Tignish Bridge. Quick question, if I could. Some of the amateurs are asking about Smart 22. Do you have any updates for them? Over.
Not at this time, Robert. It is sold out. I did put an announcement out to all the amateurs. If anybody is still interested in taking part in the classes, to send me an email, and I will add them to a standby list there. We've already had a few cancellations, and so we do have a couple open spots there, but I've only had two amateurs that have written in wanting to be put on the list, so they now are on the list. So that's about it from here. We are going to have a meeting next Tuesday night. Next Tuesday night, there will be the final meeting for the SMART organization. We're heading, me and Mike, a friend of mine, we're heading down to Spring Hill tomorrow, down to the arena, to talk to the ladies down there at the arena to make sure everything is going to be up and running for the event there. So we're heading down to the Spring Hill arena tomorrow to do that, and we're having a meeting on Tuesday night. So on Wednesday next week, I will put an announcement out to all the amateurs that are on my email list there, well over 300, and you'll get the latest information. But it's a go as of now, even though the cases are up right now of COVID. We will be suggesting wearing a mask, but besides that, everything is a go for now. Go ahead, Robert.
V1JBL, V1CSE, thank you very much for the update there on Smart 22. Greatly appreciated, Jim. Good luck on it there. I'm quite sure it'll be a good time had by all there. And 7-3 again, and you have yourself a great, safe evening there. All right, we're back over with our last check-in over to Ontario. Victor Echo 3, Zulu, Victor X-Ray, V1 CSE. Good evening.
Good evening, Robert. I believe it is V1 CSE. This is Victor Echo 3 Zulu Victor X-Ray. The name is Tim, Tango Mike. I'm in Scarborough, Ontario. And I'm kind of new onto the digital. I've been in licensed hands for quite a number of years. I'm trying to dip my toe into the digital to see how I like it. But I'm running an FT70D on a tram dual band antenna out on the balcony. So I haven't got too much money into it, but I'm starting to enjoy it, and maybe upgrade to maybe a mobile radio. Anyway, back to you there, Robert. Victor Echo 1, CSE, Victor Echo 3, Zulu Victor X-Ray.
VE3 said VX, VE1, CSE. Good evening, Jim. Well, you're making the trip no problem there from Scarborough. You're in one of my old stomping grounds. I used to also live at Young and Finch, right in the condominiums there. Especially when you mentioned an antenna on a balcony. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, good to have you aboard, Jim. I thank you very much for checking in there from Scarborough. Greatly appreciated, sir. And I'll say 7-3 to you for now, and we'll chat again sometime soon. Have yourself a great and safe evening. All right, so we're a total of 43 check-ins this evening. We would like to thank all of our great and esteemed amateurs for checking in tonight. We also want to thank the owners of the repeaters and the nodes who linked in tonight for helping us expand the area for local hams to check in. A recap of the net will be included in the reminder next week. For more information about the Maritime Fusion Net, go to the Moncton and Area ARC website at whiskey, period, Mike, Alpha, Romeo, Charlie, dot, Charlie Alpha, and click on Club Activity/Net. Now that the net is concluded, I now release the CQ Maritime Zoom for general use. 7-3 to everyone. Thank you a lot. This was a lot of fun. This is the E1 CSE. We'll be signing off. Good night.